Hi everyone, I'm Laurencio, and in this video I'm going to talk about all LEGO games for the Game Boy Advance. The first one, LEGO Island 2, The Brickster's Revenge, is the first game on the Game Boy Advance. It's strange to jump straight into a sequel, but you haven't missed much. You don't miss much if you didn't play the first game. It's a basic RPG. You play as a pizza delivery boy with a cringe but funny name, and as the plot unfolds, you get to capture some criminals escaped from jail. You can't die in the game, and you can't lose. It's a kids game that an adult shouldn't play as it's pretty boring. Unlike the famous LEGO series that are fun and both for adults and kids, this one is pretty basic and very simple, and it doesn't have that much specific humor you get in the classic series. Overall, it's an average game. Oh, and you get free roam. It's a good game for kids. The story of LEGO Racers 2 is to become the galaxy's greatest racer. And it's a basic racing game you always get on the GBA. You already know the genre. You race, collect power-ups. A slight difference from the rule is that now there are obstacles on the road. In this video game you can see the cones on the road. That's something specific, even though it doesn't it isn't that strange for a racing game on the GBA. Anyway, overall it's a basic GBA racing game, just LEGO themed. LEGO Bionicles is not that great of a game. I mean, it looks cute and looks okay, but when you get stuck into the map or can't really judge a jump because of the distorted everything in the game, you won't say that anymore. And as for the okay part of the game, it's a linear RPG. Not really special, pretty easy to finish, not giving you a challenge. It's an okay game, not bad actually, but you get bored easily since nothing happens to keep your attention. LEGO Soccer Football Mania has again a story that lets you be the best beyond Earth. This soccer game has a story. You play matches to win the World Cup. Okay, we saw that in FIFA 2. But once you beat all the Earth teams, you are rewarded the LEGO Cup. That is until the Brickster, the bad guy, steals it. Then you need to beat everyone on Earth again, and beat Space, Mars, and Excite Pods. And on the gameplay department, it's a pretty good game. The controls are responsive and intuitive, and it's nice that you get different playing fields and different sorts of opponents. It's a really nice game. I recommend you play it. In spite being very simple, so for those who want a challenge, they won't find it in this game. It's a simple game, but a very fun one. LEGO Island Xtreme Stunts is some sort of minigame based game. I mean, it has so many sections in gameplay that you could say that they are minigames, even though the units don't feel like minigames. Anyway, in Xtreme Stunts you have to race cars, you get to fly a plane, you get to skate and do tricks with the skateboard, throw pizzas, move boxes around. Overall it's a pretty good game. Drome Racers is a racing game that looks incredible and is a lot of fun. That's about it. You don't always need a detailed description to describe how fun a game can be. But to insist more, it looks great, it's fast paced and fun, and of course it has multiple tracks and multiple cars, and but the vehicles kind of look all alike, except for the color and some minor characteristics. That's not a problem, since the fast paced gameplay is a lot of fun. I recommend you play it. I had fun playing it. Bionicle Matoran Adventures feels like a game made to milk some money out of toy fans. First off, the game doesn't even have a story. You just do the usual platforming, without the game giving you any motivation for it. Also, hit detection is bad, and the controls feel a little clumsy. And the ironic part is that after you finish the game, you can unlock more Bionicles, but most people won't have the patience to finish it even once. Lego Bionicles The Game is a bad game. I mean, just look at it. I don't even have to tell you, for you can tell it from the video that it's a bad game. The first thing you'll notice is the poor frame rate. And over that, I tell you that the controls are clumsy, and not only that you have technical problems, but the level designs are bad too, as most of the time you have to time your jumps perfectly, and that is frustrating. Lego Knight's Kingdom is a very simple game. You are a knight. You can swing your sword, block with your shield, shoot lightning bolts from your sword, and the whole game is very simple and great for kids. For example, one of the puzzles requires you to activate the bridge to go down. All you have to do is search for a square on the ground and step on it. Also, the game is very down on earth. You fight only humans, no monsters or bats or aliens or other creatures. It's a pretty good game, in spite being simple. If you have a kid who likes Lego and GBA games, this one is a clear recommendation. It's a great game. Bionicle Maze of Shadows is an RPG. You get different attacks, like mask attacks and other types of attacks. You get some puzzles and RPG battles. The story unfolds in mazes. It's a pretty good game if you are into this type of games, the RPG type, and turn-based type. Star Wars the video game is as fun as any Lego game, and here too we have all the elements of a standard Lego game. The fun, the constructions, the multiple characters with different abilities and usefulnesses, if that's a word. You will have a lot of fun with the 30 missions the game offers. Try it out. Bionicle Heroes for the GBA is a run and gun shoot 'em up. All of the game's 19 levels consist of just shooting, and it's a lot of fun. The graphics and level designs are nice, the controls are nice and intuitive, so even if it's repetitive, you will never feel the game to be that way. It's a fun-packed experience from start to finish. I really recommend you try this game. It's great. And the last one, Lego Star Wars 2, the original trilogy, is again awesome as any Lego game. Here too, what I said for the previous game is applied. And this is where I ended my video, but thanks to James Hollian's comment, I hope I read your name correctly, my dude, there is another game on this list. Thank you so much for pointing out that I missed a game. Okay, so the last game is Galidor, which doesn't have anything to do with Lego bricks, but it's a TV series under the Lego logo. And after they made the horrible TV show, it was only logical to make an even worse game after it. And there it is, Galidor. The game looks good, but the controls are so horrible that you want to put yourself into the fridge and toss yourself out of the window. The controls are so bad, it's hard to describe. First off, not only that the whole mechanic feels clunky, but Galidor is floaty when he jumps, so you don't really have control when you jump, and he always does extra steps before stopping, which makes you do math in your head to always know that you have to stop way before the board. And the grab button doesn't always work. And you also have power-ups at your disposal, but they will make the game only harder, like the frog legs, which makes Galidor jump while walking, and makes platforming even worse. You also get a hook hand thing, that again makes platforming even harder, as you hang on stuff and pray every time that you will land on flat surfaces. And there are more power-ups, but I think I already convinced you not to play this game. It's horrible. Okay, so this was the video. If you liked it, please hit the like button and subscribe. And if you want, follow me on Twitch, Instagram or Discord. I'll have the links to those in the video description. Thank you.